Today I'm going to teach you how to do the incomplete dominance pattern of inheritance Punnett Square. But before that, let us first recall how Mendelian heredity works and how non-Mendelian heredity is different from the Mendelian pattern. Mendelian heredity follows Mendel's law of dominance, wherein a dominant and a recessive traits are evident. Recessive traits will not show up in the phenotype of the offspring if the dominant gene is present. Let us take, for example, the case of seed color in garden pea plants. According to Mendel, a yellow seed color is dominant over the green seed color. So when he crossed a yellow seed and a green seed, all the offsprings produced are yellow in color. That is because green is recessive and it does not show up in the phenotype of the offspring. However, not all inheritance patterns follow Mendel's law of dominance. One example is the incomplete dominance. It is a type of non-Mendelian pattern of inheritance wherein one allele is not completely dominant over the other allele. One example of incomplete dominance is the flower color of snapdragon plant. So we will try to cross a red snapdragon flower and a white snapdragon flower. So we assign the alleles R for red and W for white. So we will make the Punnett square, okay, like this. And the red snapdragon flower will be at the top and the white snapdragon flower at the side. So first we have to assign the alleles for the red, that's R and R, and W for white. These four squares, blank squares here, contains the genotype and phenotype of offspring later, and each square represents 25% chance of having the genotype or the phenotype. So let us now start crossing the alleles. So we have RW for the first empty square, another RW for the second empty square. For the third one, we combine R and W, so that is RW. And lastly, we have RW. Now, since red color is not completely dominant over the white color, what would be the outside appearance of the flower, which will be produced by the crossbreed between red and white snapdragon? Let us see. So what's the color? Correct, it's pink. Pink is actually an intermediate color between red and white. Since red is not completely dominant over the white, the red color is diluted by the white color of the white flower, and therefore a pink flower was produced. There, we have another pink flower. We have another pink flower. And of course, we have another pink flower. So if each box represents 25% chance of having the genotype or the phenotype, what is the chance that we will get a pink flower between the crossbreed of a snapdragon red flower and a snapdragon white flower? That's correct. It's 100% chance to have a pink snapdragon flower. So that's how incomplete dominance Punnett square is being done.